Hi everybody, it's Kimberly. Welcome back to the Twin Flame family, and I have your weekly reading for the week of August 13th, and that's for the collective Divine Love Twin Flame energy. And I wanted to just remind you also that I'm still having or honoring the August special on the twinflamefamily.com. That's for 10% off of the soul coaching sessions. Many of you who I've only worked with in readings in the past have come to me for soul coaching sessions. We've been having big breakthroughs, really great progressive sessions, and I encourage you to do this if you're interested in working on your healing a bit deeper at a deeper level, looking to clear out energy blocks, understand your twin flame dynamic, and how you can navigate your ascension process. We'll do shadow work, shifting belief systems, lots of aha moments and discoveries, and I just kind of help you guide yourself. So it's very progressive, and I'm looking forward to working with more of you by month's end. So you can check that out on the twinflamefamily.com. Click on schedule a session, and that's there. And then one other quick announcement: on August 22nd, as I said in the past video, I'm going to be holding another workshop. It's the third eye chakra. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the third eye chakra card because it came up in our reading. It's Awakening Our Third Eye workshop, and this is going to be really awesome. We're going to talk about psychic development and what are the clear senses and how do we develop and harness these powers. And then we're going to actually do some psychic exercises amongst the group, and this will all be done via teleconference, and it's happening again on August 22nd in the evening. So you can sign up under the group services tab under schedule session on the twinflamefamily.com. All right, so moving into this week's reading. So we have both the masculine and the feminine coming up, seated on their thrones, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Okay, and I'm showing it to you like this because it's reversed on my spread here, but so you can see that they are facing one another, although they're not looking to each other. Okay, so their focus is not on each other. Their focus is on their work, their worldly doing, their focus is on their goals, their mission. This is positive. This is like, I feel like it's saying like both energies are starting to take the pressure off of the obsession of one another. And it's allowing things to flow better. We must stay focused at this time because it's a time of, we're supposed to be focusing on our goals, our worldly possessions, making money, focus on our mission, getting to the next level, what we want to manifest, and all of that. And it's funny because the shared energy is coming up as the Two of Pentacles. And I feel like this is representative of each of the twins, right? Being in balance with one another, right? Pentacle and Pentacle, right? King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. But it's also representative of them individually balancing everything in life. Time versus what they're doing with their work. Having time for one another. Having time to do spiritual work or awakening work. Having time to just do other things or finding a work-life balance. And this is something that they're both struggling with, especially because this month is everything's very sped up right now. There's a lot of action, a lot of activity. Things are very busy. And both twins, I feel like, are trying to find a balance here. So underneath that comes the Four of Swords and in reverse. And it's just saying that there could be, especially with the cosmic energies right now, there could be a bit of exhaustion, this feeling of needing to regenerate, recoup. You may need to take a day off. You may need to really nurture yourself. And I really want to warn you also that Mercury just went retrograde. Look at Stella on the rug behind me. Can you guys see her? I know this is like a grainy screen. There's not enough light in here, but she's just all cozy. So she's demonstrating to us the rest part of this. But I wanted to remind you that Mercury is going retrograde right now. And as it's been stationing retrograde, I've been feeling it. I don't know about any of you, but it's been like fighting uphill battles with communications. Like on every level, not just with twin flames, like in work and business and dealing with third parties or, people that you wouldn't normally deal with, like whether you're ordering something online or you're, dealing with, vendors with work or whatnot. Like it's showing up as like uphill battles, like lost emails, lost orders, canceled orders, delayed things, mix-ups, confusion, and it's already rearing its ugly head. And we're going to have like 2.5, 3 more weeks of this energy. So brace yourself, people. And the message that I've downloaded around this is don't take your hands off. It's like you can have your hand on the wheel, but take your foot off the pedal. Like they're saying, put it on cruise control. Okay. Because if you don't put it on cruise control, proverbially, you're going to be fighting uphill battles, and it's going to create a lot of tension within you. You're going to start to feel frustrated, angry, and we don't want that. You've got to stay in the flow of things right now. It's really important, especially because through the solar eclipse, we're still acquiring information. We're still being asked to observe and flow and go with things and not make any major decisions. And so if we start to put all this resistance in the way and all this yucky karma, it's just going to muck things up. So they're saying cruise control, please, okay, for Mercury retrograde. Don't fight the battles. Just go with it. If things aren't working out, move on to the next option or find a different way, because to force it is just you're going to have major delays and snafus, okay? So just remember that. So over the twins is the Ten of Swords, and it's for the shared energy. And I feel like it's the end of a cycle for the twins, individually and together as well in the connection. So, but individually, I feel like for the masculine, this is like the end of his, and he may be going back into a little bit to do more purging of that ego-based behavior, some of the toxic cycles. It's coming to an end here, I feel, this month. And for the feminine, I do believe that this is like her need to control, her not trusting, and her, sort of being, feeling like the hurt or the injured one. But she's realizing that she has the ability to open her heart space and get more unconditional and step more into her truth and her trust. So these are 2 cycles that are ending here, and both are going to lead the masculine and feminine into more truth so that they can take action steps towards it. So this is the last of the purging, I feel, for many of the twins in terms of this old toxic behavior, and especially for the things that have been holding us back from our truth. So over for the masculine, underneath the masculine, look what appeared is the twin flame card. And this happened with the masculine, I think, a couple weeks ago. And so why is this coming up? It's coming up because there's a knowing. There's a soul level knowing of this connection. He's aware of it to some degree consciously, but there's a soul knowing of this connection. And he's opening up to, the Lovers is coming up as one of the advice cards. He's opening up to this possibility of there being a future of some sort, but there's only glimmers of it right now because he's still learning how to receive, okay? And this is, even though this is Pentacles for the masculine, I really feel like this is about him learning to receive the love. And in order to do that, he's got to get his stuff together. He's got to get focused. He's got to find his truth. He's got to step into his truth. He's got to man up, so to speak. And this is also, once he mans up, his masculine and feminine energies within are going to balance. And again, it's about balance. This is the polarities too, balancing the polarities. And he's going to be in a more receptive space this fall, okay? And I'm talking about heart space. So the things that are still coming up around that, around the love and the connection and the receiving, are stuff with the mother, okay? It's showing me that from the past life card, or the early life, as we often see the same patterns from past life reoccur in our early life, right? That's those are usually the same karmic wounds. And the mother's coming up, and I feel like that could be around abandonment or feeling rejected. And he's healing this now at a deeper level. Even if we can't see the evidence of that right now, it is happening. I just want to remind you of that. So for the feminine, underneath the card that's coming up is retreat to nature. And this is about her opening up her heart space as well. And the early life card, past life card that's coming up is knighthood. And sometimes we saw this come up for the masculine, but really look at this. This is about open your heart, stop shielding. It's like take the heart armor off. And being out in nature could be really good for the feminine right now, especially being around animals and the signs and synchronicities we receive from nature, and taking nature walks, and really hearing ourselves, connecting to our own inner voice is really important. And above the feminine is the third eye chakra. I'm just saying, trust what you're seeing. And if you don't know what you're seeing, you can't hear the inner voice, or you don't know what's brewing in your gut, and you're not listening to it, it's because we probably need to take more meditative time, get out of our analytical mind, and open our hearts more too, so that we can receive those messages. Being in the trust will allow all of this to open up, and so that we can hear it and see it, right? I also simultaneously pulled, and this always happens, right? Because the two cards were stuck together. It's the High Priestess card. And that's about her claiming her powers and manifestation. And so the two advice cards for her are the Star card. And I love the dichotomy too, because this is like, for the masculine, it was lovers and receiving, right? And there's a dichotomy there. And here it's the Star card, and this, you know, whenever we see the Six of Swords, it's like she's feeling disappointed. She's turning away. She wants to turn away. And the Star card saying, no, everything's about to line up for you. Don't get in your own way. And I think this is why we're seeing it in reverse. Like, get out of your own way. This isn't a time to run away from things, or run away from our twin flame, or run away from what we want because we're scared or afraid. This is about really allowing things to fall into place for us. Get out of your own way and let things flow, because I feel you've got a lot of manifestation power around you, a lot of good things that are going to happen as the stars align, and the universe is going to orchestrate everything for us over the next several weeks. We have to trust. We have to allow. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. And this, I feel like, is return to compassion and kindness for the twins, for both of the twins, especially if one's been trying to pull at the other for answers, or there's been a control thing, or if, like, I feel like it's the feminine pulling, controlling masculine pulling, like the escape artist thing, like trying to escape from all of that, backing away. And they're saying, I feel like this is a softer time now of returning to compassion for one another. We're actually accessing more unconditional love, which is going to be evident in our behavior towards one another, as well as how we hold the space for one another. That's very positive. Very positive. Bottom of the deck of my Ascended Masters cards is the spiritual law of attraction. And trusting. Melchizedek saying, trust, put it out there. Put what you want out there. Goals, mission. Also, everything that's in line for your highest good, and trust that it's going to manifest. For many of the feminine that I've worked with in private session, we've talked a lot about allowing the right people to come into your life. And I'm talking about the people who are of a higher vibration. I'm not necessarily meaning, oh, like you got to line yourself up to welcome in a new relationship. No, I'm saying, like, if you're feeling misunderstood along the ascension journey, or you're not feeling heard or understood by your circle of family and friends, it's time to expand, and it's time to welcome in new friends, new comrades in this journey. And we can do that. We can put that out there and line up with it energetically and watch them trickle into our lives. And this also for the masculine is going to show up, because if he's still stuck in these toxic cycles or ego-based behaviors, it's going to show up again for him, because he's going to have some stuff's going to happen as he does this. And it's going to kind of help him clear out the rest of that muck, because he's going to go, okay, what am I doing wrong, right? Like, why is this bad stuff happening? Or why, like, some karmic things may happen with him. Like, I don't know, like, they're showing me, like, I don't know, like, some, like a nail will get stuck in his tire, like those types of things, which is Mercury retrograde stuff. Like, there's, like, weird stuff where he's just like, wow, like, I'm down on my luck. Like, why is everything going bad? I'm so focused. I'm doing all my work. Like, I'm trying to balance everything. Like, why do I have a nail in my tire? You know, it's like, it feels like that. And it's so that he can check in and start to receive help, go with the flow, and also take note of, like, some of this toxic energy that is still creating some karma for him. It's creating some negative karma, and he's going to realize that in order to attract in all that he desires, it's got to go back into truth and clear out this karma. So I hope that that's helpful for you. I also want to just say that this rest of this month, like I've been saying, is like, go with the flow, people. Like I said, it's like, put it on cruise control. If you're trying to make a decision about something, it's not supposed to be right now. Give it a week or two, and you're going to have more clarity on things, okay? More information is going to come. Things are going to illuminate, especially after the solar eclipse. So I'll leave you with that, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Okay, take care. Bye.